Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 8 weird habits of an INFP personality type. Make sure to watch each one of them and find out if you have any of them. If the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator assessed you as an INFP mediator idealist personality type, chances are you have some weird and peculiar habits. Being labeled weird or awkward might have negative connotations, but for certain people, it can be appealing and separates them from the usual. INFPs can certainly be labeled as odd or peculiar, but this is largely due to people's inability to look beyond the surface. Mediators take a different approach to things, which can be perplexing to some others and cause them to misunderstand where the INFP is coming from. Mediators are quite unique, and some of their traits and behaviors can be very bizarre. Find out if you have any of these weird habits, and remember, if you do, think of it this way. You are not some weirdo because of this. You just possess some distinctive features which are typical for your personality type that don't necessarily fit into particular social conventions, and they are often characterized as weird. Furthermore, most of them can help in reaching personal growth and self-improvement, so it is very beneficial to know them. Here are 8 weird habits of an INFP personality type. Number 1. INFPs are immersed in their minds. INFPs are dreamers with vivid imagination, which can make them appear odd or even awkward to others. They may make it appear as if their minds are elsewhere, which they frequently are. Mediators have so much going on inside their thoughts and hearts that it can be difficult for them to break out. They can become so absorbed in their own thoughts that they appear to be somewhere else. INFPs have a proclivity for daydreaming and visualizing various scenarios, which might make them appear easily distracted. Because the INFP is a dreamer who enjoys thinking things that are outside of the box, they can get engrossed in ideas and theories that others find bizarre or implausible. Although they usually have good reasons for their thoughts, others may find it difficult to follow or comprehend the INFP's journey to get there. Being someone with such a complicated internal vision sets them apart at times, and it can be difficult for others to relate to or communicate with them since they can appear to be in another place. Number 2. INFPs have a good memory, but only to unimportant things. INFPs are prone to perceive the large picture while ignoring the finer points. They will be the first to say that they are not likely to recall people's birthdays. INFPs also have problems with remembering other dates, names, or other important things. Despite this, mediators always come up with new writing ideas that stick in their head for weeks, and they often can memorize the unimportant things like quotes from entire movies from start to finish. INFPs are sure visual reminders, and emotional connections have something to do with being able to remember those things. Number 3. INFPs do not comply with social norms. INFPs aren't the most frequent personality types, which makes them seem strange to others who don't know them. Their mind's perceptions of the world can make them feel isolated at times, and this is not due to external pressures. INFPs have strong inner morality, which motivates them to do what they believe is right, even if it contradicts what others expect of them. Social norms or the expectations of the outside world often do not align with what the INFP desires or believes should be done. Mediators stand out, often appearing to be different from what people consider common and typical. Being an uncommon personality type might make it difficult for INFPs to find their place in the world since they never truly feel like they belong. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. INFPs overanalyze past conversations. INFPs have an introverted intuition, which means they need time to digest before speaking. Unfortunately, even in the gentlest social circumstances, this isn't always possible, and they frequently talk or respond before they are entirely prepared. And when this happens, mediators will be repeating the conversation in their head for the next few hours, thinking of all the things they could have said. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. The INFP will overthink what they said and pick apart where they went wrong whenever something reminds them of that discussion or that day. Others consider this second-guessing as a weird habit. Number 5. INFPs tend to accept only their vision. INFPs are passionate people who believe in doing good and upholding their particular ideals. However, they might become internally self-righteous, self-absorbed, or intolerant of anyone who doesn't share their ideals or who tries to persuade them otherwise. Other mediators may get overly focused on their goals and dreams, but then be unsure how to put those ideas into action in the real world. This occasional close-mindedness for other ideas, views, and opinions is a weird habit of an INFP personality type. Number 6. INFPs always follow their own path. INFPs have strong inner principles, thus standing up for what they believe in is vital to them. The mediator's sense of self is a big part of who they are, and it is not something they can just ignore. INFPs grow in their understanding of what they believe in and what they demand of themselves. To some others, being someone who is genuine to themselves and does not believe in complying to others can make them appear strange or weird. INFPs may be dressing differently, listening to their own music, or simply focusing on the issues that are most important to them. Mediators don't do this on purpose to stand out. Instead, they must be loyal to themselves and follow the route that they believe is correct. Their habits may appear weird to others, but the INFP is simply being themselves. Number 7. INFPs reveal themselves super slowly in romantic relationships. INFPs have reluctance to reveal certain aspects of themselves in the beginning of a romantic relationship. They are naturally very private people who expose themselves in phases, and the things that matter to mediators will take time to reveal. INFPs take emotional and physical connections seriously because they want to make sure they are ready to welcome people in their lives. Others, and especially close ones to INFPs, might find it difficult because mediators can appear too exclusive and reserved despite having some feelings towards their romantic partner. Number 8. INFPs can be extremely awkward. Because they are immersed in their own thoughts, the INFP, who appears to have certain awkward inclinations, may do so. They grow alienated from the world around them because they have so much gone on within their heads. They become so absorbed in this rich universe that blending into the outside world becomes difficult. INFPs may feel awkward in some social circumstances as if they must act a specific way in order to fit in. They also battle with the awareness that they are unique, which makes it difficult to know how to act around certain people when they are being judged. For the people who do not know them too well, INFPs can appear reserved and withdrawn on the outside. It's possible that the INFP feels awkward because they don't completely trust the people around them and are confused about how to act. Instead of being at ease with the circumstance, the INFP responds with self-consciousness. The INFP can truly sometimes come out of their shell, and while they may still have awkward moments, they are totally fine exposing this to those people. It all depends on who they're around and whether they feel comfortable being awkward without being judged. This occasional awkwardness is a very weird habit of an INFP personality type. These videos here will be really helpful for you.